How do you decide to invest in any IPO? Well, there is a document called Red Draft Hearing Prospectus that is an offer document filed by the company to the market regulator SEBI whenever it plans to obtain cash from the public in return for the equity shares. Well, this document is hundreds of pages long and it takes a lot many hours to go through this document before making a decision. So in this video, I'll try to share all the relevant information about this document in a very crisp manner. Before moving ahead, I would request you to subscribe to my channel, like and comment on this video so that this video can reach a lot many people and it can help them make an informed decision. Firstly, it is very important for you to understand the business overview of the company EbixCash. Now there are majorly four business segments. Number one is payment solutions, number two is financial technologies, number three is travel, and number four is BPO services. The diversified product range of this company is available in 75 international jurisdictions with their top products like international and domestic money remittance, foreign exchange, ticketing services, lending and wealth management services, POS terminals, travel bookings, corporate bookings, and a lot many services to offer. For example, suppose you want to study from Harvard. Now, in order to make payment from Indian rupee to USD dollars, you might use the platform of EbixCash. Suppose you want to go to a trip to Thailand. You might be booking a trip via agent in Thailand. So you need to pay him in Thai baht. For this, you can use this EbixCash. So there are many applications in day-to-day life where EbixCash is very useful. You can look at this table which depicts the revenue from the different segments. You can see that in 2021, around 82% of the revenue was generated by the payment solution business. In fact, they have a leadership position in remittance business and the foreign exchange business. Now, it is very important for you to understand what is the strength of EbixCash. There are majorly four strengths. Number one, they have an integrated product offering where the same tech architecture can be used for both B2B and B2C and even for B2B2C. They have a wide range of online and offline distribution network which is very strong. Secondly, they are present in a regulatory environment where the barriers to entry is very high. Thirdly, they have a lot of upselling and cross-selling opportunities through the network effects because a lot of products are diversified and closely linked together. And fourthly, they offer a very customizable proprietary technology, especially in services like lending and wealth management. Now, how does EbixCash make money? For example, suppose anyone of your family member who is working in Dubai wants to send money to India. They will basically send that money through remittance program. So EbixCash will earn some commission on that. Suppose you want to do any foreign exchange transaction. For this, EbixCash will make some certain sort of commissions. Also, they offer a co-branded prepaid cards for which there is a fixed fee and there is a commission on whatever the transaction amount that you are paying. They make money on any sort of travel bookings, be it corporate travel or be it leisurely travel. Further, they offer a wealth and lending management platform for which there is a subscription fee and there is a commission fee. So there are a lot of avenues for the company to make revenues. Now moving ahead, it is very important for you to understand the industry overview. In 2023, the domestic remittance industry to India was around $125 million. If you look at this chart clearly depicts the CAGR growth of world low and middle income countries and rest of the world. This second chart depicts that India is the top recipient country when it comes to remittance flow. You can see the maximum number of times that Indian entry is coming. In the last 7 to 8 years, Indian domestic remittance industry has grown by a CAGR of 4%. In fact, UAE contributes to around 27% of remittances. Here, the role of principal agents like EbixCash becomes very important as they are in close proximity with the customer. And as the population keeps on rising, so is the urban population and so is the number of migrants. Hence, the increase in the remittance industry is going to continue. Now, if I talk about the remittance outflow from India, it was around $27 million in 2022 to 2023 under the LRS scheme. More than 75% of this foreign transaction is basically done for studying, for travel, and for maintaining accounts of the relatives that are living with. Between 2015 to 2021, it grew at a CAGR of 70%, which is like massive. Now, forex market is huge in India and it is growing rapidly. There are different type of products that are available for foreign exchange. Like there is demand draft, there are wire transfers, there are a lot of prepaid cards, there is currency exchange services, which is making it easier for Indians to transact in any currency. If you look at this chart, you can see that Ebix offer their services in around 65 currency, which is the highest compared to their other competitors. You can see this chart about deployment of POS terminals, which is again on the rise. Now coming to the global travel and tourism industry, you can see this chart. From 2015 to 2019, it has grown by a CAGR of 6.3%. And it is expected to grow by a CAGR of around 4 to 6% by 2025. This is majorly because of increase in the leisurely travel due to the rise in incomes. In India, the travel and tourism industry is expected to grow by around 4 to 5% CAGR in the next few years. Now, coming to the most important point, how EbixCash is going to use this rupees 6,000 crore which they are raising it from public. There are three things in this. Firstly, this cash would be used to fund the working capital requirements of their subsidiaries, around 1035 crores to be used for that. Secondly, to purchase the outstanding convertible debentures from their parent company, around 2747 crore cash to be used for that. So earlier when they wanted to raise money, they issued certain debentures to the parent company, in return of which they basically got the cash. Thirdly, funding strategic acquisitions and investments. So this is how this entire 6,000 crore is going to be used. Now it is time to cover the most important section for you, which is risk. Every business is going to show their good side. But for you as an investor, it is very important to consider all the risky parameters that can affect the IPO in any other way. Number one, they have a heavy reliance on IT infrastructure. Being a tech company, they are prone to any sort of data breaches. Further, they need to constantly innovate and update their technologies to stay ahead. Secondly, cyber security threat is a major threat these days. It can lead to the operations halt and can affect their business temporarily. Third, they need to constantly develop new products and services because they are in a business line where they offer a bundle of services and they offer very closely related and diversified products. Fourth, the relationships with the agents, affiliates, and other partners becomes very important because it is directly their distribution network. Fifth, inability to obtain, retain, and maintain the statutory and regulatory permits and approvals to operate their services. Six would be the reputation risk, which would be failure to maintain the brand image of the products and the services. Seventh, international operations are subject to political instability and any kind of recessions in foreign countries, which will affect the cost of staffing, difficulty in collecting account receivable, trade and financial barriers, etc. 8. It is a competitive industry they are operating in and the price margins are very thin, so they need to take their strategies very carefully. 9. There is an operation risk, including the risk of misconduct by the employees, vendors, or any other partners. And lastly, they offer a money remittance service which is offered in a politically unstable or economically challenged geography. It will basically increase their cost of operation. Hence, to summarize, although the EbixCash IPO looks very good when looking from the front, but you need to deep dive into each and every parameter to decide whether this IPO makes sense for you or not. I hope you had some takeaways from this video. Please do like and comment on this video so that I can know if you are gaining something out of this. I'll hope to continue making more and more videos on this. Till the next video, see you. Thank you.